What's up, y'all? Figured I'd make a quick little video for you first time derby guys looking for them cheap cars just to go out there have some fun with, learn how to build them. I guess I'll kind of discuss what to kind of look for, because y'all always asking what type of car you should run and whatnot, what does best. For your first time, I don't know how you can see me, the lighting out here sucks. But basically, for your first time running, just find something cheap that runs and drives. Because you're not going to go out there and compete with top dogs. Ain't no way. Just get something cheap that runs and drives and go out there and have some fun. Learn what you can about them. Yeah. If you're looking for information on a car, if you've acquired one, WeCrash is a lot of reliable information on there for car specific, and a lot of veteran drivers are on there that you can ask. Just remember to be polite when you ask and provide as much info as you can. But yeah, there's a lot of good information on there. Also, you can just get on the groups, the different groups on Facebook, but you gotta be kind of wary, because some people will feed you a bunch of BS, or they'll start an argument with you. Just shake that off, move on. But yeah, as far as cars go, everybody wants these W bodies. They are out there everywhere. You can pick them up for around $300, give or take. I just picked this one up yesterday for a $100 bill. Runs and drives, but it is a piece of junk, and I'm parting ways with it. This car is rotten, pretty bad. A little goober. But yeah, this car is too rotten for my taste, and the motor has a blown head gasket. Transmission's going out. But I'm gonna cut the cat out, pull the battery, and send it down the road. Either sell it as a whole or scrap it, and I'll still turn a profit. So it was worth the gamble to me, because I know what I'm doing. But avoid cars like that have issues. If it ran and drove perfect and still had the rust, I would keep it and run it. If it was rust free and needed a motor or tranny, I would keep it and do that. But that's me. I'm more involved than the beginner. But try to avoid cars like this. These are junk for a beginner. But like I said, if it run and drove just fine, no problems, even being rusty, it'd be a perfect beginner car. Still be pretty decent. But this one has too many problems for me to waste my time on. Now, this car is a prime example of a beginner car. This is the perfect car that everybody dreams of. It is 100% rust free, runs and drives perfect, and was free. This is the dream cars. It doesn't matter what make or model they are. Rust free, runs and drives perfect, and didn't cost me a dime. I've actually made money off this car already. You little goober. Yeah, this car's gonna be a fun build. I look forward to it. Yeah. So yeah, definitely the cheaper the better, and the better they run, the better.
Daddy, I know what.
Like if it's a good car, like a W body, it's clean and runs and drives, and that's what you want, is a clean car, and runs and drives perfect, and you're willing to pay up, they are out there.
Daddy.
What?
I know what's the problem.
Yeah, the car's stuck.
Yeah, in the snow.
Yeah, I went to move the Honda to make room for the Lumina, and I kind of got stuck in the yard, so
stuck.
yeah. See, even these Accords, they do really well, but if you get them cheap enough, I mean, if you don't care about money, then it doesn't matter what you pay for it. But this is my driver. This is a driver car I'm fixing up.
Daddy.
These cars can be picked up for under $500 all day long, usually. They're not very, what is it? They don't pop up for sale too often in my area. And I try to scoop them up when I can, because they are good cars all around for everything. And they don't really rust out too bad. The big rust on them is like the rockers right here, and the wheel wells, like this one's starting to. That's pretty common, but it will not affect anything on these cars. These things are good. Anytime you can pick up a running, driving Honda Accord, jump on it.
Yeah.
And back here on the urban car, it's a 2001 Chevy Lumina. Damn, my stuff fell. 2001 Chevy Lumina, and it was a rust bucket, come find out. It looked pretty clean when I first got it. Even the guy that sold me it thought it was a pretty decent car. Once I started stripping it and banging on it, more and more rust fell out. Yeah. But it turned out to be a pretty decent car despite being rusty as can be. And it still runs pretty good and drives good. So that one's, I paid too much for that car, way too much. So that's, but it's got a win on it. And it's got another run in it. But yeah. But pretty much for your first time driving, just get something, whatever you can find that runs and drives that's in your price range, and then do your research. Do every little bit of research you can on what type of car you're running. It's like the Luminas, I've done a lot of research on it. When I built the urban car, I've learned quite a bit on those. I wouldn't say I'm a master at it, but I know enough to get me in trouble. I have done countless hours of research, and I'm still doing research on the PT Cruiser. They are still pretty much unknown territory. Some guys up in Canada like them, but nobody here in the States has really run them. They're not that common. So, I've done countless hours of research on it. Research is the key. You know, any bit of info you can get will help get you to a stronger car. If you want to be competitive anyway. First time driving, you're probably going to throw a car together. You know, you'll probably just end up throwing a car together and going out there and have some fun. It's just going to be a learning experience. My first car was a 78 Chrysler LeBaron, and it was decent back then. You know, it was a chain of doors shut, gut and go type deal back when I first started. Pretty basic, anyone could actually compete. And that car actually did pretty well up against big cars. For cars that it shouldn't have hung with. But it did alright for my first time. And I think I traded a Ford Escort wagon for that car that I gave $35 for. So I didn't have a whole lot of money in that car. And I ended up selling it, and I made my money back and then some. So, yeah. But pretty much your first car out there, just go to have fun. Don't worry about competing. Oh, the lighting sucks. The wind's picking up. Hopefully you can still hear me. Oh, there's a lot of wind. Somewheres. Oh, come in here. But yeah. Yep. So my advice for you newbies out there that just want to get into the sport, find something cheap that runs and drives. Go out there, have some fun. Try to be safe. Do all the safety stuff. If you have to put a cage in, all of that.
It's dark in here.
Just go out there, have some fun. So, and just build your knowledge up as you go. You know, it's taken me years to acquire all the knowledge I have. I've learned from the best. So, I'm still learning. Put it that way. 15 years or so being a derby driver and being around derby cars all my life, and I'm still learning.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
So, yeah.
What's wrong with those two
Oh,
lights?
those lights don't want to work. They're junk. I need to get new lights. But yeah. But
No, I think it's because it rained.
no, it's because those lights are old and wore out. Shop lights aren't wanting to work. Junky old T12s. But yeah, just first time, go out there have fun. Pretty much any time, just go have fun. Derby's gotten too serious. It needs to go back to basics and having fun, put on a show. So, Yeah. Especially your first time. First few times, just go out there, have fun, learn what you can, and be polite to the more veteran drivers, and they might take you under their wing and teach you some pretty cool stuff. You can learn a lot from these guys if you're polite. I know a lot of guys don't want to share their information, but if you're polite and get buddy-buddy with them, they'll let some good things slide. So, but yeah, there you go. There's what I think about, you know, first time, cheap and fun. So, to the next one, later y'all.